Here we are, starting similar reteaching to 7.5, solving. The first three questions are exponential base. The second three questions are log base. So, let's get started, shall we? Solve. Wow. I have to look first, what's my base? My base here is 2. That is what my base is. To find your base, so you have to know what do I do in order to get rid of an exponential base. What's the opposite of exponential? Is log. So I'm going to do log base 2 of 2 to 3x. That means you have to do the same thing on the other side. Log base 2 of 64. Now, when you have log base and exponential base, these two cancel, leaving with just the exponent. And I'm going to keep this as log base 2 of 64. Now this says 3 times x. The opposite of multiplying would be dividing. So x would be equal to whatever number this is. I would type it in just like this into your calculator. And you would get 2 out. So that is my answer. Next. So again, I'm looking for what's my base. Now, before I can do anything with my base, I have to do anything with adding, subtracting. I need to get rid of this adding, subtracting part, so then I can focus on the exponential base that I have here. So I'm going to add 12 to both sides. So now I have my exponential base by itself. So this would be 56. Now again, what's my base? My base here is 10. So I have a log base 10. You want to match your exponential base with your log base. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do the other side. So you have to do log base 10. Remember, base 10 is the log, that is the log key on your calculator. So these two cancel each other out. Log base and exponential base cancel out, leaving you with just x. So my answer is equal to whatever this is. So if I type that into my calculator, I'm going to get 1.74, and if I remember correctly, I want you to round to the nearest thousandth. That's 3 decimal spots. So this would be my answer. Last exponential base problem. Whoa, that's a big number. Holy shinoki. So, my base is already by itself. I don't have to add or subtract here. But I do have a very large number. So this is base 8. So I'm going to go log base 8 of 8 raised to the negative 2x minus 3 equals log base 8. Of this very large number, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 7, 7, 2, 8. Remember, log base and exponential base cancel each other out, leaving you with whatever is up here. Because this is a very large number, and I still have a lot of math to do, I'm going to type this right here into my calculator and simplify. Remember, to the nearest thousandth if you have to. I'm glad I did that because it gave me a nice number, because that number is equal to, whoopsies, 9. And now this question becomes just a pre-algebra solve the equation question. So add my 3 over, divide by negative 2. X is equal to 12 divided by negative 2 is negative 6. Bing, bada, boom. Next 3, log based solving. I can round to the nearest 10,000th. I just want you to do 10,000. So here, first question you always ask when solving is what is the base? When I look at this problem, if there's no base in the spot, remember that's always going to be a base 10. So now this becomes exponential base 10 log base 10 of 3x. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do the other. So this becomes exponential base 10 raised to the 12th power. Exponential base and log base, these cancel each other out, leaving you with just 3x. Now this is going to be a very large number. 10 to the 12th is a very large number. So now I'm just going to solve for x, divide by 3 on both sides. This is what I'm going to type into my calculator. 10 raised to the 12th, divide by 3. And the answer is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. This very large number. Wowzer. Next, solving here. I'm taking the log of this whole thing. So again, first thing I'm looking for is what's my base. My base here is 3. So I have an exponential base 3, and then you raise it to whatever the equation is. So that means you have exponential base 3, raise it to the 14th. So again, exponential and log base cancel out, leaving you with just the 9x. I'm going to keep this as 3 to the 14th, and then divide by 9. So x will be equal to whatever this is in your calculator. Not as big. 5, 3, 1, 4, 4, 1. Bing, bada, boom. And last but not least, I have to solve. But before I do that, I need to get this whole log by itself. Now, this is not in parentheses, so that minus sign is not with my problem. So I have to first get rid of any adding, subtracting, so you're working backwards. You want to first get rid of adding, subtracting when you're solving a problem, because it's work backwards from PEMDAS. To log x is equal, this would give me 7. And now this is 2 times, or you could use a property here and bring this 2 on the inside. You should get the same answer. Remember, you can't take a negative log. So divide by 2, that's what I'm going to do. So I have log of x is equal to 7/2. Now I have to think, what's my base here? No number is shown, it's always going to be 10. So 10 raised to that side and 10 raised to that side. These two will cross or cancel each other out, leaving with just x. If you put 10 to the 7/2 exponent, again, 10 raised to the 7/2, that's what we're doing here. That'd be 316.278. Bing, bada, boom. Have a great day.